Let me tell you a story that explains why most people never finish anything. Not because they are lazy, not because they lack talent, but because they are obsessed with being right before they are willing to be productive. A ceramics professor once ran an experiment that exposed this perfectly. On the first day of class, he split his students into two groups. To the first group, he said, "You will be graded on quality. You get 16 weeks to make one perfect pot." To the second group, he said, "You will be graded on quantity. I don't care how they look. If you produce 50 pounds of pots, you pass." Same students, same clay, same time, different rules. The quality group did what most people do. They planned, they researched, they sketched, they waited for inspiration. They treated the pot like it belonged on a pedestal. The quantity group, they started throwing clay immediately. Most of their pots were ugly. They collapsed, they cracked, they failed loudly and often. The studio was a mess, noisy, uncomfortable. At the end of the semester, the professor lined up the work, and every single best pot, the strongest, the cleanest, the most beautiful, came from the quantity group, not because they were smarter, but because their hands had learned what their minds never could. Here is the truth most people don't want to hear. Perfection is not a standard, it's a delay tactic. In extreme execution, we call this pedestal thinking. You put your goal so high that you're afraid to touch it. So you prepare, you refine, you wait. That's not discipline. That's fear disguised as intelligence. A victim says, "I'm not ready yet. I need one more course. I just want it to be good." A survivor says, "Version 1 is allowed to be ugly. The market will teach me. Data beats feelings." Victims plan, survivors produce. Victims protect their ego. Survivors protect their momentum. If you want to beat 99% of people this year, stop trying to make one perfect pot. Commit to your first 50 pounds of pots. Post the rough video. Launch the imperfect offer. Send the unpolished email. Because you cannot improve what you refuse to release. Identify the thing you've been perfecting. Break it, ship it, learn from it. Type 50 pounds in the comments if you are done protecting your ego and ready to produce. The planners are still reading. The producers are already winning. Subscribe. This is success to do it yourself. We don't wait for perfect. We execute nonetheless.